Hi everyone, thanks for being here. Thanks for taking a look and joining to look at this 2011 Toyota Sienna minivan with me today, here and now. This is a fantastic van. This is a very current looking van in my opinion. Surely doesn't look its age. It's in great shape. It's been well cared for. Silver Sky Metallic is the exterior color name. Let's take a little walk around here. The sun's just coming up, so it's awfully bright, but you can really see it now here in the sun. This van is in remarkable condition for its age and for the mileage. It's been well cared for. It does have a few blemishes. I will show you those here in a moment. Just a few on the outside, nothing terrible. But what a nice van. Great for your whole family. 8-passenger. This is an 8-passenger model. However, it is missing the second row middle jump seat. I'll show you that when we look at the interior. So technically, right now, it's a 7-passenger, but it was originally built as an 8-passenger. It just doesn't have that middle row jump seat right now. But you can find those for sale if you really need it. For about $250 on eBay, so something that's definitely easily attainable. I took a look and saw them out there for about $200 to $250. So there's a little bit of condensation on the roof. That's nothing wrong with the paint, just from the temperature this morning. Very nice. 198,000 miles. Family truckster, family van. If any van didn't have some marks on the bumpers, well, it just wouldn't be either A, a van, or B, used. It'd have to be brand new. So you've seen a little look around. It's an LE trim, but the paint, the body is very nice. Really no notable sizable door dings. There's a tiny little one right here by the driver's side door handle, but the paint is just as nice as it looks. The wheels are in great shape. Has very nice tires. Front tires have a little more tread than the back. The front tires have about 8/32. The back's at 6/32. Brakes have more than 50%. Everything works on this van, everything. There's nothing wrong, there's nothing that's broken, no warning lights. Air conditioning works great. Very nice. Also has a DVD system we'll look at when we look at the interior. So some scratches and scuffs here on the bumper that have been touched up right here on this corner. Like I said, it wouldn't be used if it didn't have some marks. There is a little bit of bubbles right here, a couple rust bubbles forming at the bottom of that door. Pretty small and minor. That's kept clean and nice. Probably shouldn't get much worse. The front bumper is very nice, just normal road things and bug damage, but very nice. Little bump here that's been touched up right there. The headlights are really nice and clear. The hood is super clean. Now, the hood had a little unfair advantage because, I don't know if you can see it, but can you see that definitive line right there? This had clear paint protection film, PPF, clear bra, some people call it, right here across the front, and then down the edges of the fenders. So this first third of the nose was all protected, and it also had it on the backs of the mirrors, which is why they're very nice. So that was recently removed, which is why that nose is so clean in those areas. Couldn't protect the bumper though. A few chips and nicks and marks here on the bumper that's been touched up to look a little better than seeing some black through there. A couple little touch-ups here on the door, a little scratch right here. Not sure what happened there, but up close it looks like some battle scars, but you know, from a few feet away, not a big deal. Little scratch here that's been touched up, probably something off the road that scratched that, and then a couple spots right here at this bumper corner. So again, from 3, 4, 5 feet away, you don't even really notice that stuff, but I just want to show you up close because I believe in being transparent and open about everything that's good or bad with a car that I present and tell you about. Some scratches here on the edge of the rear bumper past this rear bumper protector plate, but very common, very to be expected. They've all been touched up from loading groceries, strollers, soccer gear, baseball gear, whatever have you, into the back. So that's the flaws, but a nice van. Like I say, runs great. It's only had 2 owners in its entire lifetime. It has a clean Carfax report. Only 2 owners. The most recent owner had it for the past couple of years and 30,000 miles. So the original owner had this van from 0 to 170,000 miles, or 168 to be exact. The current mileage is 198 something, but what a nice van for the mileage, and what a nice van for the money. I mean, this van was $40,000 new, or very close to it, and now it's a fraction of that price, and it's still great looking, and it'll still do everything just the same right now for you and your family. So it's got nice features. We'll go inside and look at all that. Let me see if there's anything else. Oh, maintenance wise, lots and lots of history on this, lots of regular services, regular oil changes, everything done on time, most of it done at a Toyota dealership. There's 37 individual records of service on this van and its history, very nicely documented. Recently-ish, at 140,000 miles, it had new brake fluid, new coolant, new transmission fluid, all flushed and changed. Excuse me, at 120,000 miles, it had new spark plugs, which I think is when they call for that. And then also I wanted to point out, and I'll point it out again when we look under the hood, this engine uses a timing chain, so this is not a timing belt. You may remember older Toyotas and Toyota Siennas from yesteryear that had timing belts. This is not the case. This does have a timing chain, so that's good news because it should never need to be replaced. As long as you take care of it and change the oil on time, generally speaking, a chain should last, you know, forever. So everybody knows about the reliability of a Toyota or a Honda or Japanese stuff in general, but I mean, these really are some of the greatest cars. I like to say, like the Energizer Bunny. I mean, they just keep going and going, and they're inexpensive to maintain, inexpensive to take care of, very reliable, long-lasting, just fantastic vans. So, you know, you can't go wrong with a Sienna or an Odyssey of almost any year, although there are certain year Odysseys that do have transmission problems, so you have to be careful there. All right, let's take a look inside here. Set this down. Very, very, very nice interior. I mean, you're gonna see right here, right now. Look how nice and clean the door panel is. Very, very nice. Door jambs, bottom of the door, nice and clean. Sienna. It has WeatherTech mats, 2 pieces in the front that pretty much cover the front floor entirely. And then it has a big one right there in the second row. Doesn't have one for the third row, but it covers a lot of the carpet area. So look how nice this driver's side seat is. Excellent, excellent condition. Minimal wear on the armrest. The bolster is still nice and firm. This has side airbags, front and rear, so airbags all the way. Power seat on the driver's side. I will make a separate video of me driving this, so take a look for that on my channel as well. We'll take it on a nice test drive in the city and the freeway. It drives fantastic. There's nothing negative to say about its driving, but I like to test drive it and show you guys and tell you what I think, or anything I like, or things I like, anything I don't like, etc. So if you like what I do, give a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell, give a thumbs up, leave some comments. Leave some comments about yours. Maybe you have a Sienna that has 300,000 or 400,000 miles. I'd like to hear about it, and I know people that follow my videos and read the comments would like to as well. It's always interesting, and I'll tell you guys firsthand, I've seen many Toyotas, and I've seen Siennas with a lot more mileage than this. I've seen many Toyotas with my own eyes and sat my butt in the seat of many that have had 400, 500, 600,000 miles. So 200, just about 200 on this is no big deal. So traction control, this disables the power doors. This does have power doors. They work great. Power mirrors. It's a little storage compartment with a nice little change holder. Yeah, the WeatherTech mats are great. It has the place there to hook into the factory hook to keep it from sliding. And inside here, huge storage down in there. Couple cup holders there. Nice big tray to pile a bunch of junk right there. A couple cup holders here with this nice little divider piece. Power outlet, little cubby right there. Vans are like a room on wheels, like a living room almost. Once some people hate the thought of getting a van, but then once most people get a van, they realize they couldn't have lived without it. So easy to use climate control, rear climate control, original radio. The has XM radio right there, and then it does have Bluetooth once you've paired your phone. Bluetooth audio player not found. So once it's paired, it has Bluetooth audio and Bluetooth phone. It has, you can do phone controls here on the steering wheel and audio controls on the steering wheel, which is nice. Up top here tells us the time and the temperature, distance to empty. You can push the info button here and scroll through the average speed and average miles per gallon and all that stuff. And then when you put it in reverse, you've got a nice backup camera, just a little screen, but it does the job. Easy to see, easy to see where you're going. So there's that. The doors automatically lock when you put it in any gear but park, and they automatically unlock when you put it in park. So that's nice. Sunglass holder up here, and then one of my favorite minivan features, the baby mirror, as I like to call it, as I'm looking at myself. Nice little deal here that you can see your kids in the back if you need to keep an eye on them. So it's a double function deal. You can keep sunglasses in there and watch your kids. So these are the buttons for the doors. So you can push here and push there to open the doors. They work perfectly. They're quiet, they're smooth. You can open them here. You can pull on the handle on the outside. You can do it on the remote for the keys right here. There's many ways you can open and close these doors. This does have this set of keys plus one more. So it has two complete sets of keys. Two keys, two remotes. Okay, this is just one of the sets right here. What else? Oh, it'll tell you when the doors are open. See, those back doors are open, so it'll tell you they're open. Compass up here in the mirror. Garage door home link buttons right here. There's our exact mileage, 198,154. This will tell you too that the door is open. Everything, all the gauges are good. Everything's working good. Steering wheel is very nice. It's nice and smooth and clean. I mean, if you really look here really closely, I'm trying to get rid of the sun so you can see this. A little tiny bit of color wear across the top of the steering wheel, but it is really not a big deal. I'm just being super picky, but it's nice and smooth and clean. Again, look for my driving video. It does have daytime running lights. I guess I could turn those on now. So if you click here, it's DRL, daytime running lights. So we'll turn those on. The dashboard is in great shape. There's no issues there with anything. Nice and clean. Great visibility out of the front of this, which I'm sure I'm going to comment on in my driving. But even these little windows here, these little triangles, just help to make this feel like a fishbowl. So does anybody remember that's watching right now the Toyota Previa vans of the early 90s? Those things were super cool. I love those vans, like a spaceship bubble. And they were very interesting because the driver actually sat on top of the engine, and you tipped the driver's side seat back to get at the engine. Just very, very different. And big, huge front doors, kind of like this. And most people thought they were ugly, but I thought they were kind of cool. So there's the WeatherTech mat right there. Covers that whole back floor. This seat, all the seats are in excellent shape. There's no Kool-Aid, there's no crayons, there's no, look how nice. Everything is nice. Everything is nice. Now, right here, this is the jump seat. You can see the snap-in hinges right there. So there can be an additional seat here. You see the seat belt receptacle, and then the seat belt itself is right here because it's attached to this side seat. So see, this seat belt here is for this seat, and this seat belt goes over here for this seat. So anyway, it's missing the seat. It's not here. This van doesn't have it. If you need it, if you go look on eBay, there's every color available, about $250. You could buy that seat, which would then make it 3 people here, 3 people there, 2 people there, obviously 8, right? Right now you've got 3, 2, and 2, which is kind of the standard setup for most vans or SUVs. 3 in the back, 2 in the middle, 2 in the front, 7. So right now it's a 7-passenger, but it could be an 8-passenger. So there's a button here, power door, so you can touch that button to close the door or open the door. And then you can pull the handle on the outside as well. Also, look how nice the headliner is. Super, super nice and clean and no issues. Here's the rear climate control knobs for the rear people to control it if they want. Here's the fold down DVD. This is actually, you know, a bit antiquated maybe now because most people's kids have their own devices and iPads and things like that, and they might not even care about this, but this does turn on and work. It's a pretty nice size screen, and you know, it swivels like this, so I don't know, maybe you have a 6 or 7 year old and then a baby, where the baby would be entertained by this. So there's no signal, please check. The DVD goes in over here on the side right there. So, but nice big screen. It's in good shape. There's also 2 pair of headphones for this. They're up front in the glove box. They're brand new, never been used, it looks like. I'll show you that as well. So super clean. Look how nice the backs of the seats are. You know, it's a nice van. I mean, go look around, go look at what a lot of car dealerships and a lot of places are going to be offering for something at this price point or these miles. I guarantee it's not going to look like this. So it's nice to buy something that's been well maintained and taken care of. Let me slide. So the only bad thing about this WeatherTech mat is that it makes it a little more difficult if you need to frequently get into the 3rd row. The tray piece that's attached to this seat here, it's probably better to use that one, but that one still runs into that mat a little bit. Anyway, just pointing it out. But here's the 3rd row. You can see how clean and nice the carpeting is. You can see how nice the 3rd row seat is. Again, there's no crayons or gooey stuff melted in the carpet. It's just clean. Look how nice the seats are. And then I'm going to show you on this door. See that right there? That's a sunshade. Okay, I'm not going to crawl back there and show you on that. And then you push back on the seat, push the bottom down, and then these seats slide. If you could see me do that, both these seats slide forward and back, and then of course lift to move the backrest back. Let me show you on this door what I want to show. So you can pull the handle like that to close it. And then one of the greatest things, which is old news now, but when minivans started letting you put the rear windows down, I always thought that was wonderful. Something they should have had since the beginning. So there's the baby or child sunshade. So keep the sun off your kids or your baby, your bambino. So there's that one here. These are all in nice shape. And then that's what this is here that I was showing in the rear wing window. That is that, and you can just manually lift them up and down when you need them. So then they just go right there. They just go back in like that. Just gonna make sure it goes in straight. That wasn't going very straight. All right, so auto up and down on the windows. I just did that. See that with one touch down, one touch up. It's all 4 windows are auto. And then again, you can pull the handle on the outside. Door opens. Look how nice and clean the jambs are here too. Very, very, very nice. There's a button for the window when you're sitting there, right there, auto. And then right here, I'm gonna push the button. And there it goes. So there's that. Let's see. Let's take a look in the back. Tailgate is manual. You push the button. It's an electronic release, but you do have to manually lift it up. I think. I'm not sure now. Maybe it is. I think this may have been the storage for that jump seat. I could be crazy, but I think that's actually what that was for. Anyway, super clean. Once again, I keep saying super clean, but it's true. Power outlet back here. Backs of these seats are very nice. There's like a little maybe bleach stain or something right there on that carpet, but super minor. I'm not going to demonstrate this because it's hard to do with one hand, but you can see all of these instructions. These seats, of course, between the instructions, and you probably know this anyway if you're watching, and those arms there, these seats will, you pull them backwards, and then you do a couple different things like it says there, and then they will fold and tumble into this floor and create a flat load floor. So nice headrests here though. There's the headliner from the back. There's the sunshades a little closer to us now, see? Same thing, just pull up there, both sides. So very, very, very nice. Look how clean here. I always point out and say to look at how clean jams are if they're clean, because it's important. Because you look how clean the bottom of the tailgate is here. There's no, you don't want to see filth and grime and tree leaves and grossness, or potentially any rust if it's a type of car where it's prone to rust inside these jams. So very, very nice. Okay. All right, let's look at the other side, and then we'll look under the hood. That's a little rattly because that's not super tight where the license plate goes. Yeah, this seat, see the middle tray thing is attached to that seat, so this seat has a little bit of room to go before it runs into that mat, so this one would probably be easier to slide forward for people to get into the third row. But super, I mean, these seats are like brand new. They're nice and firm. They're excellent. You can just see how nice they are. I mean, just super, super nice. The sun is getting bright. It's just as clean as the other side. All right, and there's the backs of the seats again. These are, that's what I call them. These are grocery bag holders, so you can hook a bunch of bags on those hooks. I don't know for sure if that's what they were originally engineered to be, but that's definitely what I would use them for, and I know Honda calls theirs those. So you put a bunch of bags there, and it can hang here without sliding all over the floor when you drive like a crazy mother or father because you're yelling at your children. Interior blemish, this trim on the side of this seat, a chunk of it has broken off there, is what it is. This still works fine. Everything works like it should, just missing a little bit of the plastic, okay? And this passenger seat is just as nice as all the others. Nice and firm, nice and clean. Minimal wear. I mean, that armrest is almost like brand new. Minimal wear on there. Of course, the driver's side has a little more, but this is very nice. So there's that WeatherTech mat on this floor. There's an upper glove box here, and a bigger one down here. These are the headphones that I mentioned for the DVD system. Sorry, make you dizzy. Look how nice those are. They're really like brand new. I don't think they've ever been used, so there's that. Again, keys, two remotes, like I said a little bit ago. 2 keys, 2 remotes. There's this door. Door jamb. Clean, clean, clean. All right, let's take a look under the hood. All right, that's the only thing we haven't seen. Now the sun is out. You can see the paint. Easy to keep clean with silver, right? Again, if you didn't hear me say it earlier, there's the fuel release and there is the hood release. If you didn't hear me say it earlier, I'm gonna make a driving video, so check that out. Also, I did forget to mention these rear wing windows. These will open manually. There's releases on the inside to pop these where they just pop open a little bit. So that's something else. So come join me for the driving video as well. Die-hard battery. Nice and clean under here, of course, as well. All the plastic and the cowl is nice and clean, good shape. The bottom side of the hood is clean. There's no rust or anything here either. This hood pad is in great shape. Over here for a moment. All right, and not that it's a race car, but let's rev it up a little bit here. I like to do that so you can hear that it sounds good and healthy. All right, I think that's all we can really see here, but just look how clean and nice. All right. Oh, there's the, I turned on those daytime running lights so you can see the little lights on right here. So there's the daytime running lights. Look how nice the wheels are, nice and bright silver. All right, well, take another little walk around here. Thanks for looking, thanks for joining. Appreciate your views, appreciate you watching. Leave some comments, leave some suggestions, leave your feedback. Leave your feedback about maybe yours that you own. Anything you'd like to say, but I think this is a fantastic van, a nice opportunity, and a great value for the price. Great family vehicle. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you watching. Check out my driving video that will be on my channel, probably right next to this one of this van. We'll go take it for a drive and talk some more about it. Probably a lot of the same points, but I like to drive and kind of share my thoughts as well. So check that out as well. And thanks for watching, and thanks for taking a look. And we'll see you next time. Peace. Bye-bye.